Have you ever noticed how some battles never really end? Not because they are still happening, but because they're still happening inside your mind. How many conversations do you replay when no one else is listening? Arguments you continue to win in the shower, words you wish you had said differently, moments you wish you could erase completely. We often convince ourselves that remembering pain makes us stronger, that holding on protects us, that letting go means we lose. But sometimes the real weight we carry is not what happened to us. It is what we refuse to release. This is the story of a man who believed carrying pain was wisdom, until one ordinary journey showed him something he had never understood before. On the edge of a long desert road lived a man named Elias. Elias was known as reliable, quiet, strong. People trusted him with responsibility, but rarely with laughter. Because somewhere along the path of his life, Elias stopped smiling. Years earlier, Elias created a rule for himself. Never forget how people make you feel. At first, it seemed like a smart rule. Every betrayal became a lesson. Every insult became a warning. Every disappointment became protection. But Elias followed that rule more seriously than most people ever would. Whenever someone hurt him, he wrote their words onto a thin strip of paper. He folded the paper carefully and placed it inside a wooden box he kept at home. The box was never locked. It didn't need to be. Elias knew exactly what lived inside it. There was a teacher who once told him he would never succeed. A friend who laughed when he failed. Someone he loved who walked away without explanation. Slip after slip, year after year, the box slowly filled. And without realizing it, something else inside him grew heavier too. Elias became guarded. His patience shortened. Joy felt temporary, like something fragile that could disappear at any moment. He wasn't angry. He was protected, or at least that's what he believed. One summer, Elias accepted a job delivering supplies across a dangerous desert route to a distant settlement. The work paid well, but the journey was harsh. He packed food, water, tools, and supplies into his transport vehicle, and without thinking, he placed the wooden box into the back. He told himself it was just habit. The journey began smoothly, but as the sun climbed higher, the heat pressed down like a heavy hand. The road stretched endlessly ahead. By midday, his vehicle began struggling. The engine groaned. The wheels dragged against the sand. It felt overloaded, too heavy. Frustrated and exhausted, Elias pulled over beside a small roadside shelter. That was when he noticed an elderly traveler sitting quietly in the shade, calmly sipping water. The man looked peaceful, light, almost untouched by the harshness of the desert. The old traveler looked toward Elias and asked gently, "Are you carrying more than you need?" Elias shrugged and replied, "Everything here is necessary." The old man smiled softly, but said nothing. After a few moments of conversation, Elias mentioned the wooden box. The traveler's eyes softened. "May I see it?" he asked. Reluctantly, Elias handed it over. The old man opened the box slowly. Inside were dozens of folded slips of paper. Pain, memories, voices from the past. The old man closed the box and asked a simple question. Do these people travel with you? Elias frowned. No. Do they help you survive this road? No. The old man nodded gently and asked, then why are you allowing them to decide how heavy your journey feels? Elias had no answer. The old man picked up one paper slip and handed it to him. Read it, he said. Elias unfolded it and read the harsh words written years earlier. They still hurt. Even now, the traveler took the slip and dropped it into the sand. Where is it now? The man asked. On the ground, Elias said. And where is the pain? The traveler asked. Elias hesitated. Still with me. The old man nodded. Pain does not live in words, he said quietly. It lives in what we continue feeding. Then he spoke words Elias would remember for the rest of his life. Most people throw their hurt into the world and walk away. But some of us chase it, pick it up, polish it, and carry it like proof. Proof of what? Elias asked. Proof that we were wronged, the man said. But justice does not live inside memory. It lives inside release. The sun slowly began to set. The traveler stood and prepared to continue his own journey. Before leaving, he turned and said, You do not honor your pain by carrying it forever. You honor yourself by deciding when it no longer travels with you. That night, Elias sat alone beside his vehicle beneath a sky filled with stars. He stared at the wooden box resting beside him. His hands trembled as he opened it. One by one, he unfolded the slips. He did not deny what happened. He did not excuse it. He simply thanked each memory for its lesson and let it go, slip by slip, memory by memory. The box grew lighter. By sunrise, the box was empty. For the first time in years, Elias felt something unfamiliar. Lightness. The road ahead looked exactly the same, but he felt different walking toward it. Life did not suddenly become easier. People still spoke harshly sometimes. Disappointments still appeared. But Elias had learned something new. Whenever pain arrived, he paused and asked himself one question. Do I want to carry this forward? Or do I want to keep moving? And most of the time, he chose to keep moving. Here is the truth this story leaves behind. Forgiveness is not approval. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgiveness is choosing freedom instead of familiarity with pain. You do not release hurt because others deserve peace. You release it because you deserve peace. So ask yourself today, what are you still carrying that finished hurting you years ago? And are you ready to finally put it down? Because the lighter you travel,